I thought it would be funny to pull a prank on my wife. We had been married for 7 years, and though we loved each other deeply, I always liked joking around. One evening, while scrolling through social media, I came across a video of someone pretending to cheat as a prank. The reactions were hilarious, and I convinced myself my wife would laugh, too. Without thinking of the consequences, I decided to try it out on her. The plan seemed simple. I saved a fake contact name on my phone, used a friend's number, and sent myself flirty messages. I even left my phone in places where my wife could easily see the notifications. I thought it would be harmless fun, a silly surprise that would end with both of us laughing. But the moment she first noticed the text, her face turned pale and my stomach dropped. She didn't say anything right away. That scared me more than if she had yelled. My wife simply picked up my phone, scrolled through the messages, and placed it back down silently. I tried to keep my composure, acting as if I didn't notice. In my mind, I thought this was still part of the prank, but the tension in the air told me this wasn't funny anymore. Later that night, she came into the living room with tears in her eyes. "Who is she?" she asked, her voice trembling. My heart sank instantly. I wanted to laugh it off, to say it was a joke, but for some reason, the words got stuck in my throat. Seeing her pain broke something inside me, and for the first time, I realized how cruel my little prank had become. I quickly told her it was fake, that there was no woman, no affair, nothing at all. I showed her the friend's number, explained the messages, and begged her to believe me. But the damage was already done. She looked at me with disbelief, as if she wasn't sure whether I was telling the truth. The trust we had built over years was shaken in just a few hours. The next morning, she barely spoke to me. She moved around the house quietly, avoiding eye contact. I followed her, trying to apologize again, but she kept her distance. "How could you think something like this is funny?" she finally said, her voice breaking. I had no answer because deep down, I knew I had been selfish. For days, things were cold between us. Meals were eaten in silence, and laughter disappeared from our home. I kept asking myself why I had done it, why I thought hurting her feelings was a joke. My prank, meant to be harmless, had turned into a painful wound. I was desperate to fix it. So I planned something different. Not a prank this time, but a real apology. I wrote her a long letter, explaining my foolishness and how much she meant to me. I reminded her of our first date, our wedding, the nights we stayed up dreaming about our future. Then I promised never to let jokes cross into cruelty again. I left the letter by her pillow with flowers and waited nervously. When she read it, tears rolled down her cheeks again, but this time they weren't from anger. She hugged me tightly, and for the first time in days, she spoke softly. "I want to believe you," she said, "but you need to earn back my trust." Her words cut deep, but I knew she was right. Trust isn't repaired overnight. It takes effort and consistency. From then on, I focused on showing her love in small, sincere ways. I cooked dinner, cleaned the house, and spent more time talking with her. I stopped playing silly tricks and started listening more. Slowly, her smile returned and the distance between us faded. But I knew I still had a lot of work to do. Weeks later, while we were out for a walk, she finally laughed again at something I said. That laugh was like music to me, proof that the walls between us were beginning to crumble. "Don't ever do something like that again," she warned, smiling but serious. I promised her I wouldn't. This time, I truly meant it. Looking back, I realized how fragile relationships are. A single careless action can shake the foundation of years of love. What I thought was just a prank had almost cost me everything. It taught me that jokes should never come at the cost of someone's trust. In the end, my wife forgave me, but the experience changed us both. I learned to respect her feelings more deeply, and she learned that even the closest bonds can be tested. We grew stronger, not because of the prank, but because we fought to rebuild what it almost destroyed. Now, whenever I think of pulling a prank, I remind myself of that painful lesson. I choose laughter that lifts us up, not tears that pull us apart. Our marriage is still standing, but I know it's because I learned the hard way that love is no joke. And so, the prank that was supposed to be funny became the most serious lesson of my life, a reminder that trust, once broken, takes everything to restore, but when you do, it's worth more than any joke could ever be.